All right, Cigar Colonel here, review number 7, and today is my, I'm going to say 31st birthday. 61! In celebration of making it for 61 years in this earthly realm we live in, I pulled out one of my favorites. It's the 1926 number 9 Padron Maduro. Padron, I mean, you can't beat it.
No.
I mean, the quality control that they have is phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks really nice. The one thing I notice with the Padron most of the time is you have a very toothy wrapper.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of Maduros we see on the market, they're very sleek.
Slick, yeah.
But this one's not.
Yeah. And one of the other things I like about Padron is that they're one of the few that age everything on the cigar, even before it gets to market. All right, well, let's cut. And we will co-draw, see what happens here.
It seems that they are humidified perfectly starting out.
Yeah, especially that cut.
Yeah, the cut, the squeeze in the foot of it.
It wasn't too dry, but it wasn't too spongy. It was just perfect.
And you know, I always seem to like my Padrones humidified a little bit higher than I do on some other cigars. I'm getting a lot of kind of a light chocolate taste, still getting the cocoa, a little bit of graham cracker, a lot of kind of like the baking stuff, kind of flavors, spices, and a little bit of spice, but I'm getting a lot of, almost like a cook when I'm doing all these.
For me, I can agree with the chocolate aspect. I would say it's more, for me at least, like a dark chocolate. It's kind
I'm gonna say it's a dark, almost
bitter.
not
like
real bitter, but a bitter dark chocolate. Yeah,
not like you're going to pick up a Snickers or anything. It's going to be a little bit
like a real good Dutch chocolate.
Yeah,
eating chocolate with a cigar though really can bring some flavors.
Oh, I love it. I love to eat chocolate with a cigar.
Yeah, and some bourbon too.
I love to eat bourbon with this.
Yeah.
I love bourbon of any kind.
Bourbon, chocolate, and cigars. What else do you need?
Sex.
Yeah, well, do that afterwards.
Yeah, you know. We can always get the bourbon and chocolate. All right, well, let's toast it up. Toasting. I have come prepared with a fully loaded lighter. Lighters are finicky. Some days they agree with you, other days they're like a misbehaved child. Ah, that's heaven. Right off the top.
Now I'm getting more spiciness once I lit it up that I didn't really pick out much on the cold draw.
I agree with that statement. I'm still getting the chocolate, but for me it's still kind of darker, but a little bit of spiciness added to it.
I'm getting a lot of spice in the retro hell, but in the retro hell I'm losing the chocolate and I'm getting really nice full tobacco. I mean, a really nice tobacco flavor.
This cigar is got so much flavor, but it seems that I could retro hell this the whole way.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be burning.
Right.
And all that.
Yeah. One of the few companies that recycles their boxes. Yeah. Now, what's cool about it is I've actually gotten boxes that have been signed by Jose Padron.
Oh, okay.
Just because they sent it back out. Oh! No! Cut! No! Cut!
Gotta use that one.
Gotta use that one. All right, well, I think we need to smoke some more of this, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the Padron 1926 series number 9 Maduro. Lovely. All right, we're back. Been smoking a little bit more. Been having a little discussion about this cigar and other Padron. So this is probably my favorite size after I've had dinner and I'm relaxing with a bourbon. This is like a perfect after dinner cigar.
Right.
So flavor wise, you know, I was just sharing, mine's being fairly consistent. A little bit of that more spice note is still there, but it's and Cigar Snob was kind of sharing, I feel like the flavors are kind of melding better together. So
Right.
yeah, so I'm getting all that I had before, but it just seems like it's kind of become one profile as opposed to where I could pick out a lot of separate ones.
Yeah. Still, just cocoa. I'm getting more of the dark chocolate now. Spiciness, a little bit of spiciness. Retro Hell, it's red pepper, but not super strong. The one thing I do notice about this cigar that I'm not getting in most of them is any wood. I'm not getting a cedar or any of those type of woody flavors.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of leather in this.
Yeah.
But there's no wood.
Yeah. I could have just picked this out of a fresh box we got today, and I think it would taste pretty close to the same. So
I agree.
For me, the dark chocolate flavor is still there for me. I'm not getting much spice out of it anymore, which, you know, flavors come and go out of certain cigars. Starting off, we're all, you know, puffing away trying to get be able to talk about flavors and everything. So mine got real uneven on the burn, but as I started taking my time with it more, it's just about perfect now. It self-corrects very well.
So did mine. Mine was a little wavy in the very beginning, but now it's good shape.
yeah, I'm in the exact same boat as well. So, you know, and I was puffing on it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we're all trying to be able to talk about flavors.
Yeah, I was wanting to talk about flavor, but also, again, and this is, I had about a half of a cigar before this today. And it's my birthday. I was ready to smoke a cigar, you know. So, but I really wanted to have a fairly fresh palate going into this because I was really curious how it might have changed some in my humidor. I feel like we need smoking jackets.
Yeah, nice little velvet. Get the hat with it.
Well, send those along with the bourbon and the Coors
original banquet beer.
Hey, guys,
And the roach
three more
clips.
weeks.
And the roach clips. Yeah,
3 more weeks. I'm with you guys there.
There you go. All
Millennial
right.
Cigar Guy is almost 21.
Well, let's see. You got a May birthday, and you've got a June birthday, and I've got a July birthday. So
Good summer.
Swammy, bammy, bammy. Nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more.
I would have to say on this cigar right now, it's staying consistent on flavor. Strength-wise, an upper medium. I wouldn't give it no 4. Flavors, close to full on flavors. Very consistent. Excellent meld of flavors. You're not really picking out any certain flavor. You know, you're not getting just this or just that. It
like we
kind
were
of
at the top. Yeah.
intertwines.
And that's one of the things I like about Padron in general. It's you get that full flavor, but it's not a full strength.
Right.
I know that sounds like an oxymoron, or that we don't know what we're talking about, but that's exactly
A
what
lot
it
of times
is.
they'll break down a cigar between strength and flavor.
All right, well, we're going to wrap up a little bit more on this cigar, come back, and we'll give our final thoughts and input and talk about getting ready to rate it. So stay tuned. Cheers. All right, we're back. Cigar Colonel here. And for those of you who've not seen our reviews before, I was remiss by not introducing my other two compadres of the Colonel Corps here, Cigar Snob and Millennial Cigar Guy. We make the triumphant trio to give you the ultimate review. We're here to kind of wrap up this 1926 number 9 Maduro from Padron. And we were just discussing before we turned the cameras on kind of our final thoughts, and Cigar Snob, you were
whatever.
You were taking off there right when we turned the camera on, so why don't you go ahead and rewind a bit?
Well, what I'd have to say about this cigar too is it's consistent throughout. Cold draw, lighting it, smoking it throughout is consistent. I'm getting, you know, I kind of had a milk chocolate that was developed into a dark chocolate a little bit, getting some cocoa, little kind of red pepper on there, retrohale, and here towards the end, I'm getting a little bit of cherry, a little bit of cherry flavor that's coming through on it.
Are you saying that in a sweet sense or tart cherry?
A little bit of a tart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can see that.
Yeah, a little bit of a tart cherry, kind of like your not your Marciano cherry,
right?
Your, the one you pick off the tree.
Right. Okay.
Not tart where it bothers you, but that kind of cherry flavor is starting to come through a little bit here in the last.
Kind of goes with dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I like to say this is a very, very well-made cigar. Like I said earlier, started off with a kind of uneven burn because we were all trying to puff away at it, but once we slowed down, started taking our time with it, self-corrected beautifully, excellent construction. I ended up knocking my ass off because we're over the road right now. I don't want to drop it. I'll have to vacuum later tonight.
Oh yeah, you work, don't you?
Yeah.
Darn. We should have asked on the floor.
Leave it for on in the morning.
There you go.
So like you said, very consistent flavor. I got the dark chocolate pretty well all the way throughout. I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite, but it's still a very good cigar.
So what they did is
yeah, we were talking too about the cigar that we're kind of struggling to just talk a lot about it because it's so consistent.
Exactly.
And you know, where other cigars will have a lot to say because we notice changes throughout. And this stays pretty consistent all the way through. If you want a quality, you know, cigar for a special occasion that anybody can smoke and enjoy, this would definitely be one of them, in my opinion. So, on behalf of the Cigar Colonel, Cigar Snob, Millennial Cigar Guy,
but even that, you know, that's
goodbye.
Stay interesting, my friends.